My humbles in regards to the development of the alpha branch into the Reploid. And now, commencing the video. Before I start this video, I just want to say that this will be an eternal farewell to this. Because, well, later on today, I'm going to have a new mouse. And of course, I had this mouse for many, many years. And it's been acting a little funny, like, well, probably because I accidentally dropped it before I had this set up and everything, my computer set up to be exact, my workstation, etc. And I accidentally dropped it. I used to work on it on my bed, which is probably not the best posture for me to work on my videos and other content related to the channel and everything else, or even content related to times of leisure and stuff like that. But in memory of this, I will keep this marble right here, this trackball marble that I use to control as a mouse, where I control the mouse pointer. I had many great times with this mouse, trackball mouse. This is my first time using this kind of mouse, and you're probably going to ask me, why did I go with a trackball mouse from the start? Well, this was years ago before I started doing more YouTube, and I saw at Best Buy where they had different mouse. I was looking for a gaming mouse, a wireless gaming mouse, and of course, they didn't have any, so I went with the one that had style. I guess you could say that not everything has to be about style when it comes to making certain purchases, Silver. And if you say that, you're right. But rest assured, this mouse is going to be a lot more distinctive. Yes, it is a wireless, and of course, I will show the mouse upon unboxing. The unboxing video will come soon this week, I'm sure. And yeah, with that being said, let's transition to our Q&A video. But before that, hello everyone, I'm Silverreploid CLE, and welcome back to another Q&A video. Today is Tuesday, and of course, it's that time again where you guys ask me questions, and of course, I provide you the answers the best and brief way I can. And yeah, we got a substantial amount of questions that you guys have been sending to me, and these are some very interesting questions, and I will definitely answer them straight away. But before we get to that, guys, for those who are new to the channel, thank you all so much as always for tuning in, and of course, giving the channel a very excellent glimpse. Please do not hesitate to leave a like in this video. Leave your comments down below, and please subscribe for more content, especially by popular request with the post notifications on. Thank you all so much for submitting your questions, even though we hadn't gotten many, but these are some very interesting questions. But in the next Q&A and future Q&As, we'll have plenty more, so you would definitely be expecting a lot more from me, from your questions. So let's get started. Our first question comes from Agent Emerald, and he asks me, were you aware that the last Q&A video released on my birthday? Shoot, I didn't even know. How come you didn't tell me? But either way, happy belated birthday, Agent Emerald, on behalf of Reploid Utopia. And thanks so much for reminding me either way, even though I didn't realize it until now. I do apologize for not knowing sooner. And I hope you had a very excellent one. It's almost hard to believe that month's just around the corner after almost a month worth. But seriously though, happy belated birthday, Agent Emerald. I hope you had a very great one. Next question comes from Super G Bros. Who is your favorite character in Murder Drones? Definitely N. Now, for Uzi, she's very funny, and actually, it's hard to answer this one, but if I were to choose at least one, it'd be N. He's very cheerful, even though he himself is a murder drone, and of course, he met with Uzi, and both of them, honestly, they make a very excellent ship. Why do I think that? Because that campsite episode that went about it, and not to mention, speaking of murder drones, the new episode, for those who have not caught the teaser trailer, the short teaser trailer, the return on June 9th, so you would definitely be anticipating a dual reaction once again by me and MikuFan3000, who will be reacting to the next episode. But the reason why I chose N as one of my favorite Murder Drones characters is because he's very cheerful, like how I am and whatnot. Not only that, but he's absolutely a sort of person who would definitely get moralities at high, especially for Uzi when she's feeling down with a lot that's going on in her hands and everything. And of course, many other murder drones that need it. Gotta love N. And for those who have not yet already, if you haven't caught a glimpse of the merch store, head to the Glitch Production merch store. Just want to give a shout out to the store for what they have there. I saw a huge library worth of many different items that they have, and they're so cool. Not that I haven't gotten them yet, but I did catch a glimpse of them upon my reactions to murder drones and everything else. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. Next question comes from Charlie McAvoy, number 73, Boston Bruins topic. And he asked me, what is your favorite video game console? The Super NES. And he said mine is his PlayStation because I never owned one, but I do plan on buying one off of GameStop, which is the latest generation gaming console, the PlayStation 5. It's going to be refurbished. I hope you have a good day. Firstly, thank you for wishing me a good day, Charlie. And secondly, why I chose the Super NES because, well, when I was young, I used to go way back with playing a lot of amazing Super NES games. Starting with, I think it was either Super Mario All-Stars, a Kirby game, or F-Zero. I think those were one of the 3 games that I started off with, getting to know the Super NES and, of course, Nintendo a lot well in general. And I don't want to let go of that legacy, not legacy, but the times that I had the Super NES and everything, because it brought so many amazing warm memories. Not to mention, I still have my Super NES Classic Mini right here, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my Super NES Classic Mini that I got years ago while I was in college. I never thought I would actually get my hands on one at the time because, well, at first they were out of stock when I was looking for one online, but one night I actually got one from GameStop and I paid them, and of course I was like feeling warm on the inside, knowing that I would have a very excellent and wholesome time with the console, reliving the times that I got to know the Super NES and of course Nintendo along the way, that was why I got the console. And of course, not only that, but you can also add more games to it as long as you don't like mess up anything on the console and whatnot. And regarding refurbished consoles, you definitely want to be careful with those, even though they have reputable prices and of course they still work sometimes. You want to be careful with how the components of the certain consoles or any product in general works, because I have a PS4 and it sometimes shuts itself off unexpectedly, not goes to black screen, but it sometimes have the static sound during some gameplays and whatnot. And of course, at some point I tried to shut it off, but it was too late. Shut off on its own, and it led to an error. And sometimes it can be hard to start up again. And yeah, it still works to say the least. It does that sometimes, but not all the time to say the least. Just gotta be careful with it. Our next set of questions comes from Victor Vo, and he asked me, number 1, do you listen to music? Yes, I most certainly do. You can never go wrong with music. It definitely goes good with the soul. It's very medicinal to your soul, physically and mentally. And number 2, do you like any music that is something beautiful? And of course, yes, I do. I love beautiful music. I love listening to techno. I love listening to soft piano music. It definitely sets a very excellent environment and ambience whenever you're working on something. Heck, I even love making piano music on my own. I used to play the piano back then, but I've been transitioning from that to making piano music on FL Studio. And I thought in the near future I might go for a different actual piano. And of course, I just love certain sounds that I love for the piano, like the authentic sound of a classic piano, like how you hear when you like listen to it in a concert, when you listen to it in a movie, etc., or even on TV shows / anime and whatnot. So yeah, growing up, music, even to this day, is still very excellent for the soul. Always remember to listen to music every day because it will definitely help you feel extremely well, even at the start of the day. Listening to it like when you take a shower, or when you're like cooking, or even when you're playing video games and whatnot, or even doing yard work or washing your car, etc., or even when you're like hanging out with family, when you're going to the park, going to the mall, etc., and listening to it when you're driving in a car. Because at the end of the day, by default, music is what helps us keep going, let alone just certain aspects in life. Rodan Fan asks me, what is your favorite DC and Marvel superhero? DC Universe, Batman. Marvel Universe, Iron Man. Jeremiah Martinez asks me, who's your favorite character in SMG4? And my favorite character is Mario because he's funny. I almost get this almost all the time when it comes to watching SMG4 for like a while now. And my most favorite character in the SMG4 series is Meggy. And I know I'm probably going to have some comments in regards to me having a fascination of Meggy. It is not a fascination. It's just my certain liking. It's not favoritism or anything like that. I love all the characters in SMG4, but I mostly love Meggy, but not in the favoritism type of way. I mean, even though I got a t-shirt to show tons of love and support to their work, especially when they made Meggy's Destiny and everything, I still love all the characters. That's why I wear the shirt every day. I started reacting to SMG4 videos on Saturdays, even though I haven't been doing them on Wednesday, where he do like extra bloopers and whatnot. But just because I love a certain character in a certain series, it doesn't mean I don't love the other ones because they get along very well and whatnot. Because nowadays, when it comes to certain characters that they love a lot, they be like, look at this dude showing his fascination towards one character and not give a crap about the other characters. That is definitely not like me. I mean, it's true that I made a Firework Meggy in the past. Not to mention that I stopped showing it because, well, ever since the backlash in regards to liking Meggy and whatnot, people have been going wild about how she's not making a very great asset to the SMG4 cast, which is definitely not true. This is their decision to add whoever they want to add, and we should respect it. And if they don't like it, then they can just, like, you know, just view something elsewhere, you know? I'm not trying to make this sound controversial or anything. I'm just letting you guys know, if you don't like a certain thing, then you can still, like, you know, don't worry about it and whatnot. Just keep going with the flow, and yeah, go from there. But the reason why I like Meggy in SMG4 series is because, well, she not only has, well, I'm not going to say on camera all due respect. I was going to say something in regards to MS. Most of you know, probably know what that stands for when it comes to being better at everything. That's basically what MS is. That's the acronym I'm saying, MS. Most of you guys can probably guess that in the comment section, which I don't mind. So yeah, she's not really that type of person. She has flaws too sometimes when it comes to fighting, of course, when it comes to doing things and whatnot and making mistakes. We all make mistakes. Not trying to compare fiction and non-fiction altogether because, well, at the end of the day, the aspect remains the same, no matter what goes down. And I love how she coaches Mario and many of her friends with a lot of things, and how she's there for those people and showing tons of love and support for them, and no matter what hardship that they go through, what struggling times that they go through, and everything else. And I know there are other people out there, but Meggy is also out there for them if they're in need. And our final question comes from dear sister of the Splatoon community, Pinky Splat Girl. And she says, hi Silver, it's been a while since I asked the question, so let me give you some. Number 1, who is your favorite idol group from Splatoon? The Squid Sisters, Off the Hook, or Deep Cut? Now don't get me wrong, dear sis, and everyone else that loves Splatoon, I love these idols and these idol groups. But if I were to choose one idol group out of the 3, it would be the Squid Sisters. Because, well, truth be told, they go way back. And even though they were like starred in the first Splatoon installment, even though I hadn't gotten myself familiar with the first installment, they're still very fun, they're very lovable, and of course, angelic and very amazing idols like the other idols that we've seen. I love how they also made an appearance in Hero Mode in the second installment of Splatoon, even though in the credit section of Splatoon 2, I cried a little bit. I didn't record my gameplay on camera. I did give it a play throughout, and I just cried offline while playing the credit scene because, well, I just love what they did to the installment, and of course, just seeing as if it's like a goodbye or whatever in ending of Splatoon 2. And I also love how they made a very unexpected and amazing comeback in the story mode in Splatoon 3, and of course how they got to know Deep Cut, even though from the beginning they didn't seem to see eye to eye at first. But at the end of the day, they're still in the gig together to help Captain Cuttlefish and everything. I love the Squid Sisters, but most importantly, I love every single character in the game series. I love them all, I really do. They're very wholesome people. Along with the people that also love Splatoon, along with you guys, all you guys. I love all you guys so much, let alone just Splatoon and the Splatoon cast. I love every single one of you guys so much. Second question, do you have a favorite Disney princess? This is a little tough. There are a lot of amazing and gorgeous Disney princesses in the Disney franchise. But if I were to choose at least one, it would be Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Very melodic, very wholesome, very angelic like any other Disney princess that I've seen, like Jasmine and Cinderella and of course Ariel. Belle, all the Disney princesses are very wonderful. They really are. Does your Octosona have powers? If so, what are they? Let's just say that my Inktosono, well, Octosona, because, well, prior to changing to an Inkling, I was once in the past an Inkling. Speaking in character manner, if you will. So, my Inktosono has, let's just say that he combined powers with his past self. For those who don't remember, I did an animation where I meet my past self, which was a Silverreploid, a Maverick Hunter during the times fighting along with Mega Man X, Zero, and Axel, and many other Maverick Hunters in the Maverick Hunter group. I came across my past self in the very void, and he granted my Octosona one of the, well, Inkling Sona one of the magical crystals of incantation, if you will, called the Ian Gem of Hope, where the past self asks the future self, what is his wish, right? And his wish was to combine both souls together, converging his soul with the soul that he now possesses. After both of the souls fusion together, they both combine both their personalities, their traits, their combat mechanisms, maneuverability, etc. Even their memories too. And in terms of combat, let alone just wish making, I still have like Buster abilities, like how Mega Man X uses his Buster, and Ian Armblade, a magical Ian Blade summoned from the arm, kind of like how Black Goku did in Dragon Ball Super when he summoned his arm blade. Now, regarding the Buster portion of the weaponry for the Ians, I basically just use my fist. Well, basically the Octosonic uses his fist to like fire busters, twin busters, and whatnot. I guess you could say that's how I got myself into favoriting dually weapons in Splatoon. An Ian rope that likes summons a sparkly lasso-like weapon that you can use to like tie your enemies and whatnot, or capture them, etc., or like grapple onto certain things to like help you. Kind of like how Link has his hook shot and Samus has her electric grappling hook. The Ian gem can also help heal whenever a person is severely wounded. Gosh, there are a lot of weaponries that I have in mind, but I'm just having a hard time figuring out which one they were. But this is the start of the weaponry set of the Ian Gem of Hope, based on the incantation that's penned. Now, let's just say that the gem helps the user summon any weapon of any kind, and of course provides special moves and whatnot based on remembrance and everything else. I do apologize for not articulating this very correctly there, sis. If you witness me stammering, it's because I'm having a hard time figuring out which other weapons do I have in mind, let alone just the ones that I've stated just now, the primary ones that I have when using the Ian gem. But either way, I do have a personal power myself. Love. Because everyone needs it. Well, there you have it, guys. Another Q&A video successfully complete. And this was pretty interesting, considering that I was asked some different questions, new questions and whatnot. Helps makes the world go around and everything. So I love doing these Q&A videos with you guys. That's why I decided to like switch up from doing Try Not to Laugh. Speaking of which, it's been a minute since I tried to Try Not to Laugh, to be exact. Haven't had any problems with YouTube lately either, considering that they tend to, like, you know, go back to your old video history and mark each one as a controversial video and mark it as community guidelines and give you a community guidelines strike as a penalty for something that you did not do, something that you did years ago, a video, but it was never intended to be controversial. They still do it either way and not give a crap about it. But thankfully, we haven't been having that issue since then. So thank goodness for that. I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch. I'm just gonna play it nice and smooth and go from there and just stick with doing Q&A on Tuesdays like how I used to do. And yeah, so with that being said, guys, thank you all so much once again for submitting your questions, leaving the hashtag AskSilver and AskReploid. Here's to another Q&A video in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this one to the fullest, and in the meantime, if you did, as always, please do not hesitate to like this video once again, because it really keeps me going. And make sure if you want to see more content, and of course by popular request, please do not hesitate to subscribe for more content with notifications on. And of course, keep yourselves updated on my social media and Twitch channel. Links are provided in the description. And with that being said, everyone, there are more to come soon. This is Reploid/Inkling himself, Silverreploid CLE. I love you guys to the fullest, and as always, I'll see Reploids, Mavericks, Maverick Hunters, Sigma, Question fans, on Q&A fan also, Inklings, Octolings, Inklings, etc. everyone in the next video. Stay blessed, warmed, loved, safe, quarantined, fresh in the flesh and off the hook, and I will see you guys next time at Utopia. Thank you all so much for watching this Q&A video, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Have a blessed and safe Tuesday, everybody, and as always, I love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Hey guys, Silverreploid CLE here. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Please smash on the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and please turn on the push notifications. And also, please make sure you check out my other videos or any video on display and show tons of love and support for not only me, but to those who are also involved. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!